Curious about all things paranormal? Well, you are in for a treat. Each week we dig up the top three, or maybe a little more, craziest mysteries from our Facebook group. So I want you to grab yourself a drink, relax, and get ready to dive into the supernatural with me. Welcome to Top Paranormal Stories of the Week, episode 23. But before we dive into our first submission, let's talk about what we discussed last week. We had Marcus guest starring with us, and we talked about some very interesting stories. If you want to take a look at them, just feel free to watch our last episode. Now that's out of the way, I want to thank you all for tuning into Beyond the Hub podcast. I'm Nick, and I'm excited to have you join me today for today's 30-minute live stream. I wanted to say a little hi to everyone. Kevin Smith, hello. Leanne, good morning. Good morning. It's so weird to say that, good morning, but she is in Australia. Marbles, excited for this week. Snub Step, clapping hands, thank you for that. Bear Flag, howdy. Mustang, good evening. How you doing today? With Bear Flag is one of our new moderators in our Facebook group, and we are excited to have him there. Thank you so much for accepting that. Let's jump right into our first topic, our first submission for the day here. Everyone, tell me how you're doing in the chat. We are a little bit more than 3,000 members plus since last Monday, which is always fun. Let's check this out today. It's been great. I really appreciate you being in there. We'd love to have you there. So these ones that I picked, these are all going to be videos except for one that I thought were interesting, because we cherry pick some of the videos, but these are all videos. So this comes from, let's get the name. We'll just do this here. Zoanne McFarlane Rogers. Okay, so this bunny doll has been sitting on top of this shelf for almost 20 years. It's never fallen off before. I have a lot of paranormal experiences in this house and something that follows me wherever I live. Let's take a look at the video. Is it not showing up right? All right. Okay, so you saw that there. Trying to make it to where you guys can see it. Okay, see the cat. So this is the doll we're looking at right here. What do you guys think about that? Leanne, yep, good. Thanks. Miss your podcast. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna be trying to do something soon to try to replace that. Maybe do some more of those old solo videos. Looks like it's on the edge. Snub said, looks like it's on the edge already. That's what they're saying. They're saying it was in the same. What she said. She said it was in the same spot for almost 20 years. But she also says something follows me everywhere I go. So what I wanted to say already is that, things can, like if you have so many vibrations, it's eventually this is gonna fall off. This microphone could fall off after so many years. Everything isn't just perfectly on, unless it's like in the middle and it's on a lamp or something in the middle of the death. But something on the edge like that. Let's replay it one more time. Yeah. So I'm saying, like, it was put there purposely to sit over. Yeah. This could be, but if she's having other paranormal experiences, yeah, the cat noticed. The cat was like, wait a minute, what the heck is that? Let's take a look at some of the comments here. I'm not going to be negative. So if you want to follow, no matter where you go, because that happens. So that's a great catch. Don't show them your fear. Okay, this is just letting them know. We got things shift. Oh, here, look at. Yeah, things shift and move from vibrations of doors closing, footsteps, house settlement, earth shifting, etc. over time. This doesn't mean it's paranormal. Well, it doesn't not mean it's paranormal. We just have, all right, let's see. Gravity's already working on it. Okay, so that was from Snubstep. Kevin Smith says, one of my granddaughters is adamant that Raggedy Ann doll moved from the closet door to a small chair in her bedroom. This was a couple years ago, and she is still deadly serious when she talks. I don't know if you guys most people know, but some don't, that the Raggedy Ann doll is the Annabelle doll. If you guys didn't know, so that is creepy, Kevin. That is very creepy. Okay, let's see what we got here. It looks like some knocked. See, I don't know about that. It looks like something knocked it down. How it falls. Let me see. For something for it to be like knocked down, like that just looks like it's literally just falling over. I would need to be it would need to be like pushed a little bit more. That's just like it falling naturally. About it. Still talks about it. Kevin, you have to burn it. Yeah, some say it's just not giving me the spooky vibes. I can agree with that. This one just seems like it could be natural, just falling off. 1 second here. Okay, so now that we got that one, I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna send this in here if you guys wanna analyze that yourself later on. Send you the link to that. But let's look at our next one. So the consensus on that one is it's we're not really thinking that's paranormal. That's what I'm inclined to believe. But if you take a look at all the other stuff that they're saying there's other paranormal stuff going on. Maybe. I just don't see it with that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize this. This next one is from the same person. Okay. Okay. I lived in this house for almost 20 years. I didn't even notice this. That's funny. Lived in this house for almost 20 years. My front door has never opened on its own before. Okay. Oh man, you guys can't even see it. So it's like it's 20 seconds of nothing, and then the video. See, these ones, it's so hard because you don't know the context. She's not even reacting to this. She's on the couch. It looks like she's holding a baby or something. We have no reaction to this. It's like, no, I don't even. The animals are the only ones who are like, wait a minute, what's going on here? It is the same room, yeah. Hold on a second. If we go back to this, yeah, the doll's still there. Yeah, not sure about this one. What are you thinking? Is it literally the same? Now they moved the camera angle here. So this was 23. Oh, you can't see, it's cut off on the bottom. This one was 23. So this was August of 23. When was this one? Okay, so this one happened before. This was March of 23. So I guess it could make sense that they just moved the camera. I was going to say if the camera angle, if like the dates were like a lot closer and the camera angle moved then I'd be like, okay, maybe this is a little suspicious there, but I'm not sure about that. All right, what's going on in the chat here? Not sure about this one. This one is more spooky. We don't know if there was a gust of wind or what. That is true. Phoebe, hello. How you doing, Phoebe? That one is because she's living in an old house. I live in a 100-year-old house, and the front door opens by itself all the time. 20 years again. Do you lock your door? That's what I want to know. Are these people just leaving their doors unlocked in 2024? I don't know. I could, if you live in a old house, I can see that some things are just. Wait, what is the? How many doors do they have? Oh, that just looks like a closet door or to a basement or something. I just don't Yeah, there is audio. I forgot to click that. Yeah, we don't really hear anything except the light uh, dog barking. But like I said, I mean, if you're not locking a door, if you know your house is old, but she also said this never happened. That is true too. The curtain, were the curtains moving before the door was open? How? Let's go how far back here. I think the curtains started to move right as the door was going that way. But you're right. We don't know who's out there. We don't know if anyone else is outside. The way they're reacting. Well, let's look at some of the comments here. What are they saying? Over time, a house foundation can start to settle and cause a home to tilt, which creates situations such as this. I would have the foundation checked just to be on the safe side. Foundation is good. We have had our house for when we had our house appraised. Lock your doors. If the door still opens and after your door is locked or deadbolted, then I'll be like, that's interesting. But like a lot of people are right. The doors of a house are so old that they can just be pushed with a gust of wind. Like I said, the 20 years. I don't know. I don't know. Bear flag. I lock my doors, but with the house expanding from the heat outside, even when locked, it opens. That is true. Try with a deadbolt. If it opens with a deadbolt, bear flag, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on a second here. Let's go back. I will post this one for you guys as well. Okay. I promise this next one is not from the same person. Okay, here. So this is technically our third, but we're gonna still keep going here. I'm butchering this name. Tatia McCain's, maybe. To the right of the shelving is something going across, then turns and goes back. A few minutes later, something comes up from the bottom and goes across the wall. Both flashing. It's not dust or a spider. What's opinions on this, please? Also, my husband's urn is on the shelf above. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Let's load this up. We'll start from the beginning here. Can you guys see this? Video has no sound. Okay. We'll start from the beginning here. All right, we're looking at this flashing light right here. Right corner. Okay. All right, what else happens? So we're not done yet. Okay. Not seeing anything right now. We're still going. Am I missing something? Oh. Right here. Okay. The one in the beginning is a little bit more interesting here. Rewind that a little bit. So obviously something was activated. You can see a little flash of something in the beginning here going across. I'm always see a lot of people are completely when they think of orbs, they're just like, no, that's not paranormal. That's not paranormal. And they try to debunk them instantly because they don't exist. I don't know though. I don't know if it's a result of the camera equipment. And this one, where does that one see? That one just comes out of nowhere, right? Just appears out of the right. It's just there. This one comes straight out of the urn, almost. It looks like, or is that where was the urn on the top shelf? This one look like it comes straight out of here, and then it disappears before then. So if you were to argue that that is a piece of dust or something, how does it, appear and disappear in the same image? Is it something to do with, if it is dust, the way it's refracting the light from the infrared, and then when it turns it disappears or something? But how does it look that big from that far away, or is it so close? Just have all these questions, because I've caught in some interesting orbs as well that I don't think could be explained because you can actually pinpoint where they were in the room. Carrie says, interesting orbs we got from Snubstep. Leanne, orb. I don't know. Sometimes orbs is a paranormal. It's a sign paranormal activity is happening. I agree with that too. Orb. Phoebe says orb definitely. Let's see what some of the comments are saying. Gail says it can't explain the orbs. Don't know the difference between a fake orb and a real orb. Let's see what anyone has any. No one really can. It's always a toss up between orb, dust, or a bug. I'm wondering because they're flashing. I've caught in some flashing ones before. Not all of them flash too. Some of them have different shapes. Like, I guess it's the same as if it is dust, it's kind of the same as a snowflake. Every single piece is different. I'm wondering because they're flashing. So what you mean? They're very fast and way too fast to be a bug. That's interesting. Definitely more needs to be investigated. I agree with that one. Give this one a little like. Yeah, I like that one. I think that one's the most paranormal thing we've seen so far. Brandon, hi Nick. I'm in the chat today watching. Thanks for being here, Brandon. Okay, 1 second. Let's go to this. Let's go to this one. So let's click this first because it's gonna. Oh crap! I thought this was gonna. Hold on a second. I thought this was gonna look different on here. Maybe if I go like this. Boo! It won't let me read it. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to start. Been hearing noises at night. They got to come up with a better way to read this than that. Technical difficulties. All right, we're going to have to like half read this. Okay. Hi. I joined this group. Let's just look at the actual video first of what we're looking at. So obviously we're looking at this video. I think there is sound.
No, you just...
Babe.
What you call it? A life debt. It's very simple.
Babe.
You and I will be bound together for all eternity.
I almost forgot.
What the fuck?
It's nothing, just...
What the fuck?
Thank you.
What the fuck? Why is it still going? Babe!
It's an exit seat. This is my youngster. Please remember it is.
All right, so we just have basically a light flashing. Okay, hi. Join this group to seek advice. Me and my fiance just moved into our new house maybe 2 months ago maximum. I've been hearing noises at night, so this is where like I'm gonna have trouble reading this whole thing. We get huge bangs. Why is it cutting off like this? You know what? Hold on a second. I might be able to read this because I sent this over to myself here. I need to read this whole thing. I need to see this whole thing. Okay. We could do it this way. So I'm going to have to just keep this up here. And we're going to read it like this. Okay, this is from Nick Gillespie. Hi, I joined this group to seek advice. Me and my fiance just moved into our... Hello? We just moved into our new house maybe 2 months ago maximum. I've been hearing noises at night, but I chalked it up to my cats until recently I've heard huge bangs, and I couldn't identify what made the bang. Our house was built in 1925. I have felt weird energy here and didn't think much of it as I can be a bit paranoid. And I've noticed a few just off things, but I'm pregnant, so I thought it was the brain fog getting to me. Well, this evening while my fiance was shaving his face so his razor was going. Okay, that's my I didn't hear. and so is the bath, which is why he couldn't hear me calling for him when this happened. I seen it at first, and just the strobing in the corner of my eye caught me for a minute or two, but didn't think much of it. Finally, I looked at it and proceeded to go on for another 2 minutes, and I got the least of it, or the last of it, on camera. My light switch is not accessible to my cats, so no electric issues. We just had it looked at, and the bulb isn't burnt out at all. My dad's ashes are in the house. We weren't informed of any deaths on the property. I did message the previous tenant to see if he experienced anything. He hasn't gotten back to me. I am cursing in the video. I do apologize for that. Neither me or my fiance are religious, but we both think there's a truth to every religion in some way or another. Should I call someone, like a religious person, priest, maybe, or something? Or should I just ignore it? Please be kind. I'm not new to this, but I'm lost and kind of nervous about it being in a house I'm often completely alone in, and will be completely alone with my newborn baby soon as my fiance works overnights and long shifts. Any advice would help. So, what were we saying here? Okay, lights flickering. I miss you. Yeah, okay, lights flickering. Could be a wiring issue. It was the cat. Well, the cat was debunked. He doesn't have access, according to her. The fact that the kitty walked by unbothered seems there's nothing paranormal. That's also true. Needed to light switch turning on and off. The kitty was staring at something down the hall in the room. I think paranormal for sure. That is true. Our portal guardians are always looking out for us. Yes, they are. This gives me dark energy, but like I wish she ran in there to show no one there. That is true too, Snupsap. But I think she's more freaked out that the fact that her fiance wasn't even responding to her too, and then she didn't know that he was shaving at the time, so she's like, I'm not going in there. But also, if you are a person that's not religious and doesn't believe in that stuff, then what were you afraid of? Or maybe you were afraid that it was another person in the house, then I could see that. But if it's something's giving off like a paranormal vibe, like if you're not a believer in that, I don't know. But I'd like to see if what the neighbors who lived there before had seen anything as well. Carrie, that would be unnerving. Absolutely. I don't know about that one. I've been in many homes where that has happened, old or bad wiring. Sage the house just in case. Yeah, you can never go wrong with sage in it, for sure. I've had to sage my house a few times. Okay, so this last one is more of just like not a funny one, but like just kind of like an interesting story. A little humorous story. Okay, so this comes from Autumn R. Garcia. This is her first post. Okay, hold on a second. Snub says that, bro, if I pull out my camera, I'm going in to get the footage. I feel that. Okay, so first post. I'm not sure if this is just a coincidence, but my DVD player, yes, I still have one, turned on and started playing a DVD. I didn't see what was playing because I was watching Netflix. But I tried to turn it off and it wouldn't. So I did unplug and plug back in and it was playing still. So I ejected the DVD. The DVD was The Haunting. I shit you not. And now it just says no disc, but won't turn off. Probably a short. The comments, the most ironic haunting ever. It got its message to you as long as the feeling in the room wasn't bad. Okay, Donna says, when my daughter was a teenager, she had a good friend from school and they loved watching wrestling. Well, her friend died when she was 18. A few days later, my daughter swears she saw her friend standing in her room. The next day, the girl's mother said that when it was time for wrestling to come on, the TV changed channels on its own and it stopped on wrestling. Aww. I just thought this was a little funny, interesting one. But, you know, if anyone else has any stories to share in the chat too, Snubstep, do you have any stories to share? And thanks for commenting, by the way, and being with us here today. Let's go back here. Um, Brandon, appreciate you being here. If you do, snub step, because unfortunately right now I don't have any more stories. And I know you guys are all disappointed that it's just me and not Marcus as well. But we'll try to get him back as soon as possible. But that is going to bring us to the end of our little 30-minute live stream here. And what do you guys think about going live a couple days a week? Would you guys be open to that? Because we're never really short on stories here. There's like almost 100 a day, maybe more. So we might be, if that is a little popular enough, we used to have more people in here because we were able to do the @everyone symbol, and that's what brought some of the people in. But since we crossed our 200K threshold in the group, we're not able to @everyone. So when you guys do come in here, if you could, when we start the stream, share it, that would help us a lot. Snubstep, I've never seen a ghost or experienced any of these spooky things before, but I have seen a pterodactyl in the forest before. That is, what is that? What is that called? We talked about that before. Brandon, if you're still in here, what is that? It wasn't a pterodactyl was the name of it. It was the, oh my gosh. That's going to bug the crap out of me. Thunderbird. So it's sort of like that. If that's what you're talking about, or kind of like a relevant thing like that, we talked about the Thunderbird before. That was in the Massachusetts Triangle. Yeah, Thunderbird. Thank you. That was in the Bridgewater Triangle. Didn't feel spooky. Just flew away when we walked past it. Okay. You remembered. Yes, yes, yes. I don't have dementia yet. It's getting there. But yeah, okay. All right. So if you guys are interested in that, we would do a few extra episodes. Yeah, that was one of our earlier episodes. That was. But I appreciate you all being here. If you guys did make it this far, why don't you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and click that little notification bell of wherever you're watching on there so you don't miss out when we go live. And if you're new, why don't you check out our previous episodes? We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about in there. And don't forget to stay curious and keep seeking the truth. I want to thank you all for being here. I'll see you all live next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep the conversation going in the comments. Tag me in your posts for a chance to be featured. And stay tuned for more Beyond the Hub podcast. Take care, everyone.